It's a dream of mine, to be honest with you. FA Cup final, EFL Cup final, Carabao Cup final, whatever you want to call it. It's a major cup competition. It's a cup final. And to be in a cup final is absolutely incredible. And the amount of Newcastle United fans that will be making that trip from the northeast of England to the capital to take over Wembley, to take over London, and hopefully come back with a trophy, it would mean absolutely everything. I think you'd probably see tears from probably myself included, but thousands and thousands of Newcastle fans that all they've really wanted to see is Newcastle United win a trophy, a meaningful trophy. And could you imagine what the streets of Newcastle will be like? It'll be absolutely remarkable. I almost can't put into words what it would mean to win the competition, but to get into the final is a hell of an achievement. Hell of an achievement. And we've basically beaten Premier League sides along the way, bar Tranmere in the second round, which some would say was our hardest game. But I fancy us to do the job. That weekend will be special for so many different reasons. If Newcastle can do it and win the competition, that is the cherry on top of the cake. But I think, and this is probably the biggest sentence, I think we've got more of these to come throughout the years. And that just makes me so excited as a Newcastle United fan. So we're going to have to get used to this, hopefully. And if we do get used to it, if we do get used to this, then Newcastle United are going to be more and more successful. So that's what it means to be in a final of a cup competition.
Yes, hello everyone. Me and Ferdinand with you here. We are in the Pennines, but what's a cup final mean to us? I mean, look, I'm fortunate to remember the 98 and the 99 cup final, and then the semi-final as well the following year. In particular, the cup finals were really, for me as a kid, my first heartbreak following the tune. It was just, I felt crushed, and I felt like, do you know the feeling when you've ever been dumped by a girl? That's what it felt like. You're absolutely heartbroken. So I don't want that feeling again. But if Newcastle could make the final, I mean, look, the city's already bouncing and we haven't even made the final yet. So Tuesday is massive. It is huge. Of course, we are the favourites to go through, and it looks like we'll play Manchester United. He's fallen asleep, isn't he? But look, for everybody, in particular, Geordie's from Newcastle, and people who've been brought up supporting Newcastle through the dads and the parents and what have you, it means everything, because this is all you've ever known. And really, if you're under the age of probably 25, you never experienced the good times. So you've always had, you know, Ashley, really, because you're too young to remember the years before that. So it would mean everything, and there'll be some tears. And look, if I cry in the final, if we make the final, I mean, I probably will cry. I'm not going to lie to you.
The cup final and what it means to me as a Newcastle fan, I've been supporting the club probably since about 1995 was my earliest sort of memories. Since then, it obviously started very well when I started supporting the club. We were the famous entertainers back then. I did see a couple of cup finals, but I've been starved of that. We've all been starved of success for a number of years now. I think that to get to a final of any description this soon shows the progression. You wouldn't have anticipated this a year ago, I don't think. It's a transitional project. We're moving slowly, but to get to a cup final, it means the absolute world to me. It means the world to everyone. So on the assumption that we can see it through on Tuesday, I'm absolutely ecstatic. It'll be a doubt at Wembley whether I can get a ticket or not. I'm going to look to go down with the guys. So I think it would just be a carnival atmosphere, and that's just us getting to the final. If we win the thing, good God, I can imagine it's going to be parties on the streets for days. But let's just hope that we can see it through on Tuesday night, and let's hope that we can get to the final and we can sort of address the elephant in the room and get rid of this myth that we can't win anything and finally get some silverware. It would mean the absolute world to us as a fan base.
And I genuinely mean this. I know this, it's almost, I think some people struggle being from the area and understanding how much passion people from outside of Newcastle have for Newcastle. People like myself, people like Sam from the Midlands, who've grown up watching the Newcastle for the same amount of time that I have. As soon as I got an opportunity to, I bought a season ticket. I've been travelling up to and from Newcastle for the last 7 years with that season ticket, and obviously tried to get as many games as I could prior to that. But trust me when I say that I fucking love this club. I love this club. My brother loves this club. Newcastle means so much to me that I sold my house. I sold my house to move up here. My partner was very supportive in that. We are raising our 1.5-year-old little boy up here because of the people up here. It's about us right now. We're talking about us, and we deserve it. We deserve it. I cannot wait for us to step onto that pitch at Wembley and supporting the lads, shouting to our heart's content, giving them everything we've got to go out and beat Manchester United.
Newcastle United in a cup final. It means everything. Whether we win it or not is academic. The point is, we're dreaming again. We've got ambition, we've got hope. This is everything we wanted. If we win, it'll be the best day of many people's life. It's just that feeling of we're here to compete. Like Eddie Howe said, we're not here to be popular. We're dreaming again. We're going to have a fantastic day, fantastic weekend down at Wembley, and hopefully we can do the business. But if we don't, we'll come again next time. There'll be plenty of other opportunities in the future, I'm sure. But it's going to be one hell of an amazing day. It's going to be an emotional day. I can't wait. I hope my sore throat's better in time for the final. But yeah, incredible. Absolutely incredible. Cannot wait. This means everything.
Absolutely buzzing for it. Yeah, as I said, it's a huge game. It's if we win that or take a 0-0 draw, if we get through, it will be the first Wembley final that I've ever seen Newcastle United at. Fingers crossed I get tickets, but that's if we make it there. But yeah, what a huge game that would be. That'd be magnificent to be able to go and watch my beloved Newcastle United at Wembley. It's a huge game. There's no understating it. Newcastle battled well at St Mary's, could have buried the game in my opinion. But we've got one foot in the door of a Wembley final, and it's just a massive, humongous game. What an incredible journey Newcastle United's been on over the past, I suppose, 16 months or so. I think it is possibly. Yeah, it's just I have to pinch myself sometimes. It's incredible what the turnaround's been at Newcastle and what the new owners have done for us. But yeah, going to Wembley would be a dream. It's an absolute highlight. Yeah, but one of the biggest games of my lifetime, this against Southampton. So fingers crossed we can pull through and make it to Wembley and hopefully take the goods home in the final. Come on, Newcastle.